Welcome to LC Screen Talk. My name is Larry, and this is my review of Pokémon the movie. I choose you. So this release was a Fathom event being released in the United States for originally only 2 dates, and I think it sold enough tickets. There was a big enough response. They added 2 more dates for next weekend. So I'm putting up this review in case you haven't gotten your tickets, in case you were on the fence about whether to see it or not, and maybe I can provide some insight. Meanwhile, I'm kind of a big Pokemon nerd, and I had to get this adorable, awesome Pikachu card. It's Ash's Pikachu. It has the little hat as well as this rainbow wing, which plays a big part in the film. It's also a really powerful card. Like, the movesets are pretty impressive for a Pikachu. So definitely, if you are into collecting the cards or the card games, I would try to go tomorrow, Monday, and see if they still have any left. So just overall, I really had a lot of fun, and I'm so glad I went to go see this film while it was released. I think it's actually, overall, a solid film, and for Pokemon fans, it's pretty great. So let's go ahead and talk about those positives. First of all, we have our voice cast back, and they are wonderful. It's just so nice and so reassuring to have most all of the cast back here. I know this is the newer Ash and not, of course, the original. We have the Pikachu voice. In so many ways, it felt like cozy season 1 Pokemon that I grew up with, and it was really fun to see it on the big screen. Also, it's freaking adorable. Pikachu is unbearably cute, like just so cute in this movie, and I thought his character was wonderful. I thought Ash was really likable in the film. We got a lot of our old staple Pokemon from the original series, but something else that was great, not only did we stick with just Gen 1 Pokemon, and this is an origin story for Ash. It's kind of a retelling from some of the plot points of the first season of the television show, but they incorporated like all of the generations into this film. We got Pokemon from across the gambit, and I thought that was fantastic. It's a great way to include all of us fans, us old people who hold on to one of our childhood favorites, all the way through to the young kids who just jumped on to the games and the shows and all of that fun jazz. So it was really nice. But all of the Pokemon were just so cute. Like, Piplup was adorable, all of them. And in saying that, the animation was really good. It was really top-notch Pokemon animation. It was still in 2D, which was great, but they updated all of it. And I know they have done this kind of in the new television series, but I'm not quite as versed there. But the powers looked cool. They did a lot of awesome stuff with the movement and the electricity, the fire, all of that type of thing. And then there was this really cool, like, water paint sequence where it went black and white. And they did experiment a lot with, like, darkness and black and white and illumination, and it all looked really good. I also thought it was a wonderful story. I think it was a really interesting, intriguing story. It was a nice kind of familiar Pokemon journey that we all went on, so it was really nice. And as a fan of that first generation and that first season of Pokemon when I was introduced way back in 1998, I love that they brought in some of the exact storylines from the first season. Having the whole Charmander abandonment story was wonderful, and it really worked here. And then we had Butterfree's story, and that one crushed me as a child. Like, I was like slightly traumatized watching Bye Bye Butterfree as a little kid, though it wasn't quite as impactful here because we didn't get all of that time with Butterfree and they didn't have a whole episode to kind of drag it out. It was really nice to see Butterfree get some shine in the new age, because I think a lot of people have kind of forgotten about that whole Butterfree thing, and we haven't been able to revisit Butterfree as a Pokemon since then, so it was really lovely. And then seeing the nods to the games with, gym leaders and some of the characters, some of the people they run across, all wonderful. And my last big positive, we opened with the Pokemon theme song. Oh, it was so good to hear it again, and it was awesome. As for negatives on the film, some of them just come from being a fan and nostalgia reasons. First off, we got Charmander back in the fold, and we got his origin story. But we didn't even get a mention of Bulbasaur or Squirtle. I was really waiting for it, really looking forward to seeing both of those characters. and they just don't show up. I think we see a Squirtle roaming around, and we see like Ivysaur, but we don't even get a proper Bulbasaur. And they catch these Pokemon so quick, and he does it in like little montages, that they could have easily just had him run across Bulbasaur and Squirtle and catch them in his travels. So it would have been nice. They were by a lake, and I thought, this is it. We're gonna get the Squirtle Squad. And I was sorely disappointed. And also, with Misty and Brock, I knew that they weren't going to be his companions and his side characters here. But I heard that they had at least a cameo. They don't have a cameo. All of his, like, buddies are shown at the end, and that's the cameo. It would have been nice to at least get him battling them as gym leaders instead of someone like Erica, who he battles. We even get a wild Onyx in the film, and it's like, we could have gotten Brock somewhere in here, right? I also wish Team Rocket had a little bit more to do. They were there, which, of course, again, is just kind of another fun nod. But they didn't really do anything. They would almost get to a point of action, and then they would fly away. And then again, and then they'd fly away. So it would have been nice at least to get a real confrontation where Team Rocket versus Ash and the gang. But we don't even get that. They're just kind of like there. They had a few funny lines, but Team Rocket was vastly underutilized here. And my biggest negative of the whole film comes near the end, when a certain character speaks. And that's all I'm really going to say there, so that you can discover it for yourself. But the dialogue that character was given, I thought was horrible. And just the fact that they spoke when they spoke and how they spoke, I thought it didn't work. I didn't want it, I didn't need it, and I really didn't like it. But overall, if you are a Pokemon fan, I say get out there and see this. It was a lot of fun. It's so cute. The animation is so endearing. The characters are wonderful. And it's actually really funny. There's a lot of really funny, fun lines in here. I thought it was great. I had a blast. I'm so glad I went to go see it. So for all the Pokemon fans out there, this is just a cute, fun, good time. And I think you'll really enjoy I Choose You. So go ahead and choose that when you're making your selection. But remember, there's only 3 more dates, so hurry up and get your tickets. So that is my review of Pokemon I Choose You. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, go ahead, click like down below, and subscribe to the channel so you are always up to date on our latest videos. Also, join in on the discussion. Are you excited to see Pokemon I Choose You? Do you hope that they release other Pokemon films into the theaters like this? And if you have seen it, what did you think of the movie? Let me know either in the comment section down below, or you can hit me up on Twitter. I love you all so much for your support. Mwah! Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye!